once upon a time, there's a young lad that I was discipling. I was raising him up. And while I was still working for the government in public service in northeastern Nigeria, this young lad graduated from the University of Calabar, and he got posted in Nigerians' youth service scheme. He got posted to where I was in the northeast. So naturally, my house was his place of abode. And he was with me for 1 year. And it came to pass one of those times that he came to my bedroom to speak to me. Because even though we're in the same house, we were not really seeing ourselves. Because when I come back from work and I move into my room, nobody comes there. I'm there till the next day. Come back from work, I move into my... That's the routine I had for 4 years. So he begged to come into my privacy. And when he did, he presented an issue that he wanted to get married. I said, okay, it's good. Then he shows me the picture of the lady. I said, okay, it's good. Then he also told me that his father was okay with the lady because his father is also a minister of the gospel. And his family was also very okay with the lady. I said, okay, it's good. A few days later, I called him. I said, that's not your wife. And if you get married to her, I will come for your wedding as a witness to the fact that this relationship is going to destroy your calling. But I'll be there as a witness. He ran to his father again and said, see what my pastor said. And so he was inclined to following what his father had said. And his whole family was behind him. I was the only one that was saying, the pit you will fall into will be so deep, you will not be privileged to discover the depth. It's a journey that will delete you. And I spoke from the heart of God. Meanwhile, it wasn't clear. It wasn't clear anything was wrong. I only met the lady like twice because she was a medical student in one of the campuses that I went to preach, so I met her randomly. And I told the young man, you're about to make a grievous mistake. But meanwhile, I told him I was not also insisting that he should fulfill what I was saying, because we don't lead people by prophecy. They should follow their spirit. That's where God is, and that's where his witness must be found. Came to pass. Finished the youth service from my house. I blessed him. He left, went somewhere else, got a job. Then wanted to hold a meeting. They had fasted, they had prayed, and it was a day before the meeting. His mom came to visit him where he was. The lady also came for the meeting. So his mom was an eyewitness. And when the lady showed up, the lady just came to the house, greeted the mom, greeted everybody, and then went to him and broke the relationship. Say, you're a wicked man, God. And then my phone began to buzz, because when I was making my remarks about the relationship, it was a very controversial thing because there was no basis for that. This is a young medical student that was that had an enterprising possibility. But I was bringing a perspective that there was no evidence to prove until she unleashed her strength upon him. He had to call me to pray for him so that he will have the courage to still minister the gospel in the conference that he took 3 weeks to prepare for. His spirit had left him. If you are going to be a voice that is not a political voice, The voice of the Lord. You must not be afraid of being controversial.